We got to find a way to just get a win.
Good building game to have. By no means are we sitting here like we're finished. We're just getting started.
When you play an AFC North team, it's going to be gritty and we're going to fight it out.
We're going to have to get physical. It'll be a challenge, but we need to go get this one.
Got a ton of room. Touchdown! Trey Hendrickson comes in.
He's got the first down and more. Up the middle of the field. Rolls into the end zone.
His arm hit as he threw. And it's intercepted.
You got to hit your stride at a certain point and rattle off some wins, so we're hoping that's us right now.
It's round one of the Battle of Ohio as Cincinnati and Cleveland square off for the 102nd time. Welcome in to Bengals Weekly. I'm Marisa Contipelli. It's the shortest trip the team will make this season, 252 miles up north to Cleveland, as it's a high-stakes AFC North battle on Lake Erie. So as we get you set for kickoff between the Bengals and the Browns, we take you down to field level and inside the helmet of B.J. Hill, who is mic'd up against his former team. We go behind the stripes with the defense after the Bengals held the Giants to just 7 points. And on Countdown, I'll tell you what Chase Brown has accomplished in each of the last 3 games. But first, the Bengals were victorious on Sunday night in the Big Apple as the defense stepped up big and Joe Burrow showed off his sneaky athleticism. Let's take a look back at Cincinnati's 17-7 win.
The Bengals still have time to turn things around, but they've got to start stacking wins. And tonight, they'll look for a big one in the Big Apple as they face the New York Giants. Shotgun snap, it's a 5-man rush. Burrow runs, 10, 5, dives for the pylon, touchdown! A 47-yard touchdown run.
Jones in trouble. His arm hit as he threw. It's intercepted by Pratt. And the ex-Giant may have forced the Giants' turnover.
Jones under pressure. Hendrickson sacks him. It's 4th and 2. Here comes a blitz. He throws. Broken up. It's incomplete.
Stop playing with it.
Tracy, and he's into the end zone. New York answers with a 79-yard touchdown drive. Has to scramble to the right. Floats one downfield for Chase. Over-the-shoulder catch. Trying to take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. It is good. And the Bengals have a 10-7 lead.
3 ties the game. Bengals going to bring some pressure. Jones throws, it's deflected. Got deflected to let B.J. Hill again. Man, is he having a game. Jones throws over the middle. It is broken up. Diving play by D.J. Turner.
They give it to Chase Brown. He's got the first down and more. Up the middle of the field. Touchdown! Bengals!
Well, it's the matchup we've been talking about all night. Best against best.
Here comes Hendrickson. He's got him. A blindside sack. 2nd of the game. And that is coffin nails.
One of the biggest plays in that game was Jermaine Pratt's red zone interception. The INT was a result of the pressure B.J. Hill had on Daniel Jones. And lucky for us and you that we had B.J. mic'd up at MetLife.
Come on now, come on. Hurst, come on. Come on. You know what time it is. Come on. Come on. Hey! Come on. Come on. Let's go. Be great today. Be great. Be great. Come on, B. Can't be stopped, B. Hey, you ain't gonna talk to me? Oh, come on, man.
Play action fake and a rollout to the right. This
Pick
pass
it.
deflected
Pick it.
and intercepted. Yeah. The Bengals have the ball. Jermaine Pratt running it back to the 20, 25, and a pair of offensive linemen will make the tackle.
BJ! Great job, man. Great job, BJ. Hey, remember, use your power. Freaking knock him freaking 5 yards in the backfield and get the quarterback. You can do that.
Play action fake. Jones under pressure. Hendrickson sacks him.
Got him. Whee! Yeah. Hey, you better start going down, Jones. Come on now. I told you I'm coming. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Put 4 of them dogs out there. Put 4 of them dogs out there. Ooh, good double. I like that. That was a good one, Thomas. I forgot how strong you were. Energy, fellas. Let's go. Make plays. Just keep making plays. Just got to get off the field, baby. Uh-oh. You already gave it away. You running this way. Come on. We already know it. Yep. Oh, hey! Come on now! Let's go! Oh yeah! That's the way you use the head. Yeah, hit my head. I'm mic'd up, by the way. You hear me, Trey? Trey. Okay, cool. Probably gonna run it right here, for sure. Boom, got him. Hey, little Slay, I'm gonna catch you. All week. That's how we win. Brother, what's up, my boy? You good?
Yes, sir.
You got to. You got it.
Coming up, we take a deeper dive into the turnaround the defense had last week in New York. Behind the Stripes is up next, here on Bengals Weekly.
Bengals Weekly is brought to you by Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. And Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. The defense rose up to the occasion on Sunday night, having one of their best games of the season, holding the Giants to 7 points and playing as one complete unit. We now take you behind the Stripes with the Bengals defense.
And the Baltimore Ravens rallied from 10 down in the fourth quarter and beat the Bengals.
As a defense, we got to be so much better. We shouldn't be giving up 30-plus points when our offense is putting up 30-plus. We're a talented defense. We just got to find ways to get off the field at the end of the day.
I mean, he hit it on the head. We felt like our offense was playing well enough for us to win, and we felt like we were kind of holding the team back.
You know, nobody took it the wrong way, knowing we have a job to do and knowing we have to go out there and hold up our end of the bargain.
Our mindset was go into practice as like it was a new week, new team.
Going out every day, you know, giving 110% effort for the team, for each other. We pride ourselves on being a brotherhood and being together. So resiliency is a big part of that.
You know, something in our room, especially the corners room, Coach Chuck's quote is, practice execution is game reality. So we go out there, do our job during the week, you know, we'll play out on Sundays.
Kind of just try and stay consistent through it out. Stick to your routines, put your best foot forward on Sunday and perform.
Bengals still have time to turn things around.
We got one job, win. We leaving it to the win. Don't turn around.
He's relentless. It's one of those things that he never quits. His attention to detail is second to none.
It seems like it's like slow motion when the ball's up that long. And I was just trying to go be a lead blocker for him the best I could.
Hey, good series, good job. Good job. Yeah, it's just been a different football team. It was like they had no answers on defense until tonight.
The guys have shown that we can handle those things when it comes to crunch time, that big third down, that big fourth down. Guys lock in and do our job and find ways to win that matchup.
Here comes a blitz, and Jones broken up. It's incomplete.
We put DJ on their fastest receiver, and we trust him to go make plays, and he had the opportunity to pretty much close the game out for us.
The Bengals get a big win, and defense is the difference.
We finally played a game that we are capable of playing as a defense.
Defense, you guys have to listen to a lot of crap. All you guys did is stick together, and on prime time, Sunday night, you showed the world what you're about.
We're playing more like a brotherhood. That was an emphasis, playing for your guy next to you, and execution was key. Playing a really good Giants team and stack a win, keep it going.
To see it come to fruition after a lot of adversity we faced early in the season, it's good, but it's one game.
We still got a job to do. Still got to be relentless, still got to be physical, still got to tackle well. If we do those things, we can set ourselves up for victory.
This fall, the Bengals have teamed up with Ohio Cat to bring the jungle to you. Every Friday during the high school football season, we will be out at a different high school football game, cheering on our local teams. Last month, Houday and the Bengals were out at Withrow High School as the Tigers hosted the LaSalle Lancers. Students and fans had the opportunity to take pictures with Houday, show off their best school spirit, and win great prizes. Rule your school and be on the lookout for Friday night stripes because the Bengals and Ohio Cat could be coming to your game next. Houday Nation, it's time to recognize our high school coaches. Nominate your coach for the Bengals Coach of the Week presented by Paycor. Visit Bengals.com/Coach of the Week for more information.
When we return, we check in with Aditi Kinkhabwala, who will be on the sidelines for the Battle of Ohio. She gives us her preview next, here on Bengals Weekly. Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. The Bengals look for their first divisional win of the season as Sunday's tilt against Cleveland will weigh heavy in the AFC North standings. Aditi Kinkhabwala will be on the sidelines for CBS, and she now joins Dan Horde to give us her preview.
It's the Bengals and Browns on Sunday, and our friend Aditi Kinkhabwala will be on the sideline for CBS. Aditi, the Bengals started 0-3, but they've won 2 out of their last 3. They've got that overtime loss to Baltimore in between. Does it look to you like the Bengals are hitting their stride?
It certainly feels that way. I'll say that, Dan. This last outing, the defense in particular tackled well. I know that that's something that's plagued the Bengals, but certainly knowing that the tackling is better, knowing that the defense was a little bit more on its P's and Q's, makes you feel a bit more confident with that side of the ball. And the offense, Dan, do you ever count out an offense that has Joe Burrow at the helm?
I certainly don't. He showed off his speed last week with that 47-yard touchdown run. What stands out to you about his performance through 6 games?
That's exactly it, right? That he told the Sunday Night Football crew last week that he thinks it might still be a full year before that wrist is 100%. And despite that, he is still able to lead his team.
So that defense got most of its defensive linemen back over the past couple of weeks. That group is finally healthy. What do you think of the potential of the Bengals defense with Lou Anarumo calling the shots?
I think the health makes so much of a difference. And you're right, it all starts up front. And so when that whole line is healthy, when that line can help stop the run, that enables that back end to make more plays. And so really, you're talking about maybe 5 plays, and the Bengals record is what, 5-1?
And then there are the Cleveland Browns. You're part of their preseason broadcast team. You know this team extremely well. Are you stunned that Cleveland is 1-5?
Frankly, I am. Myles Garrett is still Myles Garrett. He is not 100% healthy. That back end that in theory should be such a strength has just been plagued by injuries. And so you think about Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow picking apart a secondary that likes to play man. There are opportunities right there.
If the Bengals are able to win this week and get to 3-4, they've got back-to-back home games coming up after that. Were that to happen, do you feel like they're right back in the thick of things?
Every coach loves to say this. The goal is just to go 1-0. The goal is to go 1-0. You keep stacking those 1-0s, and you're in good shape. And as we keep saying, no one is running away with the AFC North right now. You have the class of the AFC in some ways, but it's also just about getting in the dance. The Bengals just need to continue to play better defense, and I think you'll see some good things. The talent's there, and the coaching is there. And there's still a lot of football left. A lot of football left.
Look forward to seeing you on the sideline this Sunday and really appreciate your time. Keep up the great work, Aditi. Thank you.
And thanks so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Coming up next, I'll tell you what Chase Brown has done in each of the last 3 games. Contipelli's countdown is straight ahead. Stay with us here on Bengals Weekly.
Bengals Weekly is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. And Alta Fiber, the official Wi-Fi and internet provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Welcome back to Bengals Weekly. Nearly every time Chase Brown touches the football, he looks electric. The second-year halfback has that explosive ability in both the run and pass game. Brown logged his first rushing touchdown a few weeks ago and has put together a streak over the past few games, one that he'll look to continue in Cleveland.
Last week marked the 3rd straight game where Brown recorded 50 or more scrimmage yards and a touchdown. And on his 30-yard touchdown run in the 4th quarter, Brown reached a top speed of 20.8 miles per hour, making him the 3rd fastest ball carrier in Week 6. On the season, almost 20% of his carries have gone for 10 or more yards. That's about 1 in every 5 runs. Now, Joe Burrow also turned on the Jets at MetLife as he reached a top speed of 19.8 miles per hour on his 47-yard touchdown, the fastest of his career. It also was the longest rushing touchdown by a Bengals quarterback in team history. Last week marked the first time Burrow led the team in rushing in a regular season game, and when it came to airing it out, Joey B was efficient. Burrow was a perfect 12 for 12 on quick passes, under 2.5 seconds. Well, the defensive line is once again fully healthy and seeing an uptick in production from the guys up front. Over the past 2 weeks, BJ Hill ranks in the top 6 among all interior linemen in PFF grade, run grade, pass grade, and pressures. Both Hill and Sam Hubbard had at least one pass batted down last week, as Hubbard has posted his highest PFF grades of the season over the last 2 games. Hubbard has a sack in 4 of his last 5 against the Browns and takes aim for his 3rd in the row within the division. And for Trey Hendrickson, his 2 sacks on Daniel Jones marked his 12th multi-sack game since 2020, tied for 2nd most in the NFL in that span, as it brought his total to 44.5 since 2021, 4th most in the league. Hendrickson has at least a half sack in 10 of his last 11 road games and has at least a half sack in 4 of his last 5 against Cleveland. And the D-line's eyes could be wide on Sunday, as Deshaun Watson has been sacked a league-high 31 times, 11 more than any other quarterback. The Browns are the only team in the last 10 seasons who failed to score 20 or more points in a game in their first 6 games of a season, as they are averaging a league-low 240 yards per game and have the league's worst 3rd down conversion rate this season. Watson's 5.1 passing yards per attempt is the worst among all qualified quarterbacks and the fewest through 6 games of a season by any quarterback since 2011.
Contipelli's Countdown is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Discover what happens when rugged capability meets true performance. To learn more, visit kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires.
It's now time for this week's Kettering Health Fantasy Report. The Bengals defense held the Giants to 7 points last week. New York only netted 190 passing yards, making it the 3rd time this season Cincinnati has held an opposing team to under 200. Last week also marked the 3rd straight game the defense has forced a turnover. Andre Yosivach had one of his best outings as a rookie last season in the Week 18 matchup against Cleveland. Yoshi hauled in 5 catches for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns. And for Cleveland, Deshaun Watson has yet to throw for 200 yards in a game this season and hasn't posted more than 16 fantasy points on the year. He enters this week as the 23rd ranked fantasy quarterback. Watson's 6 turnovers on the season are tied for 3rd most among all quarterbacks.
Thanks for tuning in to Bengals Weekly. Kickoff between the Bengals and the Browns is coming up. For Dan Horde and our entire crew, I'm Marisa Contipelli. We'll see you next week.
Bengals Weekly was brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. AltaFiber, the official Wi-Fi and internet provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. And Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals.